Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province and I just finished up the league with Spiral Lands. It feels amazing when you finally get that engine together and you're just dirtling around playing a bunch of lands every turn. Anyway, you can gain 2 much life off of Jotty Offshoot in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamps in the description down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. This isn't that bad, but it's pretty bad. The mana in this deck's sketchy. We can go get a Mire Aqueduct with our Expedition map, but then we're playing an Aqueduct on turn 3 and like returning Radiant Fountain. But then we have like Scout Sagiri Step, which is kind of nice. We can try to Preordain into a green source. I think I'm actually going to keep this. As long as we draw into another land at some point that isn't one of our like janky weird lands, we should be okay. Opponent's going to go turn 1 Preordain, so this is a real deck. Unfortunately, I guess we have the potential to turn 1 Preordain, but it's not a likely scenario. So we're less of a real deck than our opponent is potentially. Let's see how they go turn 1 Preordain. Maybe they know my username and they're gonna go, you know, put real cards on bottom or real cards on top, bad cards on bottom. What's up, Demon24? How you doing today? Oh, we got a Colony Garden. That's kind of nice. So that means we can go Sagiri Step, or sorry, we can go Sakura Tribe Scout next turn, then go Sakura Tribe Scout, Radiant Fountain, and hopefully our opponent doesn't have a Daze or something crazy like that. So we'll do it like this. Actually, we can play around Daze. They could Daze Expedition map, I guess. Potentially. What's up, Redlord? How you doing? We're getting it done here with lands. Definitely got to make faster decisions than I just did. Opponent pays full retail for Gataxian Probe. Are you ready, opponent? Be even sweeter. I wish they would have probed last turn. What's up, Clam1332? I'm interested to see how it works too. Oh, your lawnmower mysteriously broke. Great, maybe I can substitute in. Imagine yourself smelling fresh cut grass. I hope that helped. So I'm feeling like my opponent's playing a Daze deck, but I think we're just going to go for it. We're going to Radiant Fountain and lose a little bit of Jotty Offshoot value here, because getting Sakura Tribe Scout down and having Expedition map untap next turn, oh, that's big game. Okay, so hopefully they don't have a way to just remove this. Maybe they'll Daze here. No. They could have... yeah, did Fresh Cut Grass help? Mac and Cheese Pauper Time. That's probably considerably better than no food Pauper Time. You guys think we should do a mukbang sometime? Thank you so much, Steven24. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you find it good. We're not going to attack with our plant token, just in case. Even though there's a 0% chance of our opponent flashing in a creature on their end step. Ooh, they're going to Shadow Rift the Sakura Tribe Scout. So we're playing against Tribe. Definitely not punishing them here. Alright, so the play is going to be Sagiri Step, and then we're going to crack Expedition map to go get a Mire Aqueduct to play Angler. Which all seems pretty bad, but I wonder what we pick up. What's up, Ironic Gentleman? It certainly is interesting. Look at this friggin' hand playing against Tribe. Okay, so I gotta start playing a little bit faster. I'm just excited to hear and see you guys. It's been a while. We'll go blue. Why not? Pass the turn. Oh, I don't even have a Quicksand in this deck. I feel like a total chump. I figured Skyline Cascade would be okay, but honestly, like, Quicksand is just better than Skyline Cascade. All right, pass the turn. We're going to get a Karoo land with our Expedition map for Angler mana. Opponent's going to Brainstorm. 5-target crop rotation infect. Oh my goodness, that sounds spicy. That sounds... I can feel the indigestion already. I'm bubbling over here. How you guys doing, by the way? Birdman, Ironic Gentleman, great brewers hanging out. It's good to hear from you guys. Are you ready for the insanity that is my mind child that's going to try to play Gurmag Angler in suboptimal ways? All right, so grab Mire Aqueduct and Sakura Tribe Scout in Mire Aqueduct. So we are still effectively ramping, kind of. We're going to go up to 5/6 mana next turn, I guess. No free ways to get stuff into our graveyard. What's up, Vitrog Geller? How you doing? Opponent's going to go to Cleanup Step. I like that. We draw another Angler, so it's good that we have our black source. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. All right, we're going to play another Sakura Tribe Scout here. We probably should Preordain first, actually, even before I made that land drop. Breeze Caller is not a bad draw. We can't cast it this turn, so we're going to top Breeze Caller, bottom Offshoot, And we're going to go ahead with our Sakura Tribe Scout because of Breeze Caller, Nihil Spellbomb, no lands to put onto the battlefield, so we'll just get in there for 1. Pretty slow going here, but we'll figure it out. We can do some tricky Oboro Breeze Caller ramping soon. Oh yeah, dramatic lighting. Dun, 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 dun. Opponent's still digging for their stuff. So this is a nice kind of long burn tribe match. I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen our opponent do anything but cantrip. Johnny's Presence is interesting. I like that. They're going to inside out the plant token, take care of that. You got it. I guess we shouldn't turn off auto yields because of Nihil Spellbomb. All right, so 2 cards in the bin. I think we're just going to get down a Gurmag Angler, as unexciting as that is. Or I guess we kind of get a free Breeze Caller, right? So we tap this for 2, tap 2, untap this, return this, play this. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no, we can't Breeze Caller and Angler this turn, right? Untap, tap, return a land, put a land. Oh, actually, no, we're good. Okay, so we'll go Breeze Caller. We want to save one of our scouts for a Sajiri step, just in case that matters. Now we're going to gain a bunch of life, too. That's definitely going to make things difficult for them. So go ahead, untap Aqueduct, return Radiant Fountain. Play Radiant Fountain. Tap Radiant Fountain, tap Dimir Aqueduct, untap Dimir Aqueduct. Going to save our black mana, return Radiant Fountain. Play Radiant Fountain. Gain some life. And now we have... I guess we might as well continue our ramping while we can. So we'll go ahead and untap this. Bounce this. Play this. Would be nice to have Jotty Offshoot down here. Gain some more life. And Gurmangler. Alright. Pass the turn. Could have Jotty Offshooted. My bad. Basically fast bond. Yeah, basically fast bond. Might as well, right? So now we can start attacking our opponent for a ton. And we're now at 30 life. They're going to get Taxian Provost down to 17. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana to cast another Angler next turn. Which is kind of nice. And we can get him with our Breeze Caller. Actually, we can probably just go get Adventuring Gear and go off here. Potentially win. Hope our opponent doesn't have some kind of counterspell, but we have Nihil Spellbomb. So even if they try to, you know, if they have Plains Tribe here and they have the ability to counter something, we can just nuke their graveyard and we should be okay. But I mean, all you really got to do is give Tribe a turn to win. Hopefully we can win in less time than that. All right, so our turn. Did I just say we're going to go get Fast Bond? Guys. All right, so we're going to tap like this and Trinket Mage. Go get Adventuring Gear. Now, we don't want to do too many of our land shenanigans before we get Adventuring Gear down. So we'll untap that, tap this. Yeah, so we need 2 mana just to equip before we can do that. So untap this, pay a couple mana, return this, tap this. Because we need mana to be able to activate Breeze Caller's ability. Play this. Now we'll play Adventuring Gear. Equip Adventuring Gear. Hey, type 1. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. And I will do the same thing. We'll untap, pick this up, replay it, pump the Angler, gain some life. Oh, we are firing on all cylinders, gang. Attack for 8. And we got him next turn. We're at 36. Woo! Oh, yeah. What's up, Ragnar NV? Call it Angler Shift. Let's do this. All right, we got the Tireless Trap matchup. So we want our Deadweight. We're going to want our Chainer's Edicts. We are probably going to want more Nihil Spell Bombs, but I don't know if we can really find room for them. Our opponent is going to be on Dispel, so we want to drop our crop rotations. We do want to find our Skyline Cascade. Mr. Redbird, the wins are going to be just wonderful. I don't think this is really a value-based matchup. We're probably going to have to... This deck can't lose. I think maybe Breeze Callers and Cloud Skaters aren't super important in this matchup. I think it's going to be more about getting scouts early, putting them onto the battlefield, having Jotty Offshoot to gain us kind of an unreasonable amount of life. Although recurring life gain lines is kind of nice. I don't mind having Capsize if we're on our own turn. Targeting a tribe with a Capsize isn't super bad. Maybe Vulturous Haven is what we're going to lose here. Although having an evasive attacker is nice. But I think we are going to lose a Vulturous Haven. And I don't mind going down, although I do want to have access to my Skyline Cascades. So I think I'm going to hold on to my Expedition maps. Hopefully Trinket Mage comes around in time for us to... hopefully our Trinket Mage comes around in time for us to get use of this Nihil Spellbomb. I don't think this is the Graveyard Hate matchup. I want to believe, but I don't think it is. All right, let's do this. Let's take him down, gang. Yeah, our opponent did nothing for 6 turns, and we won. Playing against Goldfish is a good time. Well, we could play Mortuary Mire and then discard a hand size for the rest of the game. Cast Gurmag Angler, win the game. Seems good. Mulligan. This is super bad. This is super duper bad, but we're going to ramp our butts off, and I can think of 5s that look a lot worse than this, so I'm actually going to keep. Call me crazy. Breeze Caller. A little bit of value. Go to Value Town together with our Mortuary Mire and our Colony Garden. Just make a bunch of blockers. That is what this deck's trying to do. So I'm going to top Breeze Caller. If we had Quicksand somewhere, listen, Birdman, I'm not trying to say this as a good matchup against anything, but it definitely could have squeezed in a Quicksand. And I think that would have made this like a somewhat feasible matchup in some universe. Not an absolute loss. All right, so run out our Sakura Trap Scout. Pass a turn. And next turn, we're going to do some ramping. Opponent on the plains. There's Tribe. All right, so this is going to be tight. We're going to have to hit Skyline Cascade, and they're going to have to not have Shadow this turn. All right, so play Jotty Offshoot. And I think we just Evolving Wilds here to gain a little bit of extra life. We can still instant speed in the Colony Garden. So I'm going to go ahead and Evolving Wilds here. Also, it'd be nice to have a blue source for a Boar Breeze Caller. Pass a turn. What a weird deck, guys. All right, let's see what our opponent's all about. If they have Shadow, I'm still going to make them show it to us. We can only gain a little bit more life, so I don't think we're out of that realm yet. Our opponent simply sticking a Tireless Tribe is bad news. No attacks from our opponent. Okay, so we'll sack Evolving Wilds. What's up, Maryland? How you doing? Get some blue mana. I really wish we had a Karoo land and gain some life. Play a Colony Garden. It's not going too bad so far, Maryland. We got game 1. We got game 1 on Tribe. We're just doing us out here. Oh, yeah, Daylight Savings Time. I really hope that didn't juke you guys out too bad. So we're going to make an attempt at a Boros Breeze Caller here. Let's see if our opponent has the Circular Logic for it. Or if they even want to Circular Logic this. They do not. All right, so we will run out Expedition map. And I suppose we might as well play the tap land. I don't know why an untap land could like surprise him by any means. I'll play a Swamp just in case we do lose one of our creatures this turn. Yeah, Daylight Savings Time. You know, that thing that like compromises everyone's sleep schedule for most of the year? I'm just kidding. You know, like the jury is still out on how productive Daylight Savings Time actually is. You're confused for a second? Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. All right, opponent's Gushing. Likely Story. We're going to see if you cantrips here. Trinket Mage or Adventuring Gear would be nice. Okay, it's unblockable now. Do they have the Inside Out? 9 cards. What's 9 times 4? 36. That's a big boy. That's a very, very big boy. And Inside Out. Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe they get some spice in their hand. And they're going to show it to us. Here comes Tribe. Can't block, won't block. Well, I mean, people are still doing research, right? So the stats that I saw via the greatest aggregation of research of all time, Wikipedia, is that while traffic accidents are reduced by 11%, so traffic accidents increase by 3 to 4% the 2 weeks following daylight savings time, but they decrease by 11% year over year due to it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so it'd be nice if we did. However, we do not. I think Birdman hit it on the head big time. Skyline Cascade seems actually very bad here. I don't know how Sajiri step would help. I think our best bet is just having Bajuk Bog and Colony Garden to make blockers. Crop rotation might not be necessary, especially if we're just looking for incidental value. We have enough tutors. So we'll take the crop rotations out and we'll do it like this. Yeah, I think Quicksand over Sunscorched Desert is actually kind of a logical. That was definitely a miss. Okay, I'm gonna keep this hand on the strength of Preordain and Soratomi Cloud Skater, Gurmag Angler is a little bit of a combo. You can kind of loot through your deck, and if we hit a scout early on, then we'll be able to get our ramp on. So yeah, let's keep. It's a slow hand. If they have another turn, if they have another start like they did, like Tribe is capable of having, we're just dead. But we're here for a good time, not a long time. Just the natural trooper was apt there, I think. Island, Preordain, likely story. They know what they're up against now. It's turbo combo time. Their assumption is we have no answers to it. 2 cards on bottom. Okay, I like that. They probe. See our real weird hand. Nothing green to do next turn, which kind of sucks. We do have a lot of hits. We could hit a green spell to hopefully make use of our mana, but I don't know how likely that is. Could probably do the math. Anyone want to do the math really quick? There's I don't know, a few green spells. That's how math works, right? Nailed it. Plays a Gura Tribe Scout. Oh, do they have days? God. Play Growth Chamber. Pick up Colony Garden. Pass turn. You made it, Sarah. You made it. We're Lansing. Which should be distinguished from Lancing. Oh, our opponent gut shots. Opponent, that's no fun. Which should be distinguished from Lancing, which is very different. We have not done much of that. There's Tribe. Okay. So now we have to hit Black Source and a way to kill this Tribe. Like this turn. What do we find? Neither of those things. Yeah, I think it's fair to just go Cloud Skater this turn into Colony Garden because I think it represents the best chance. But if our opponent just has unblockable, then we're probably dead. Pass turn. That is kind of interesting. I definitely agree that they identified the weaknesses of our cards, right? Like we have a bunch of X1s. They gut shot. Yeah, like our combo pieces are all X1s. And yeah, we're definitely not bringing in Pulse of Marasa in this matchup. We have Mortuary Mire, but this really is the best combo with Mortuary Mire. If we draw next turn, of course, we can just get one back immediately with Preordain or Growth Spiral, but at that point, it's not super useful. I think Gut Shot was good. Good get, opponent. Granted, we are an Angler deck, too. We are secretly an Angler deck. Sometimes. Yeah, that's true. They do just want to combo off and win the game, right? Trying to set up a second PC for what purpose? For even more gaming? For even more janking them out? Okay, so we're going to bottom this. We are going to top Evolving Wilds. As much as it doesn't seem like it does anything here, getting a Black Source and casting a Gromag Angler might be our only way through. So we're going to go ahead and play our Evolving Wilds and pass, I think. Yeah. Pass, get a Black Source. Hope our opponent didn't find their Shadow Rift. No attacks for sending messages with plants. Especially not with the threat of Gutshot on the horizon. That would be shaky. They're hitting their land drops. So they must just be waiting for the Shadow Rift. They're not. Maybe they have Temur Battle Rage. I don't know. Alright, so turn comes back. We will crack Evolving Wilds. They're just digging through our blockers, probably. Crack Evolving Wilds. Get a Swamp. And actually, that kind of leads me to question as to whether I should just run out Vulturous Haven, sack this plant token. That might be what I do. Because that way we have a chance of finding our deadweight. And maybe some graveyard hate in the meantime. And we can play this Dimir Aqueduct and just Angler next turn. Because they could just Gutshot this, which would kind of be a disaster. We could also Growth Spiral Angler, which wouldn't be bad. But I think drawing 2, losing 2 here is probably safer. Goldfishing on Moto? Nah. Goldfishing while you play matches. Angler is a 3-turn clock. Yeah, I really wish we could find Skyline Cascade. If we get Skyline Cascade here, let's go. I mean, we can't really recur it very easily, but... Well, I certainly don't mind running out Jotty Offshoot here. So we'll do that. Play Jotty Offshoot. Inside Out kills it, I guess, but it is what it is. Pass the turn. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. It also presents a blocker that they can't. Yeah, so they're going to Circular Logic. Arc Lee, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We're out here, man. We're out here. Hope you're enjoying yourself. So we'll see if our opponent has a way to... I guess Inside Out kills this too. And then we lose. So if they have 2 Inside Outs in hand, that's game. No, it doesn't. That doesn't kill this. What am I talking about? Is that Gush? Gush is a good card. Tireless Tribe is the reason that I want Gush to not be banned, though, like ever. Oh, yes. Dr. Von Lazy, thank you for the subs, guys. Thank you so much. I really hope you're appreciating and enjoying the stream tonight. That's awesome. Hopefully we don't get tribed out on the back of that. Oh, they're going to Journey the Aven. Do they have Inside Out? They have 6 cards in hand. Here it comes. Boom. All right, guys. That's Tireless Tribe. Ori Power. I recognize that name. All right, so we're going to keep this one. We're going to go turn 1 Colony Garden, get a blocker. Turn 2 Sakura Tribe Scout, Preordain, and then we've got Skyline Cascade Recaller to keep us alive for the rest of the game. So that's what we're doing. Let's go. Ori Power, what do you got for me? They're going to probe. Is this tribe again? Blue-white control. So like the Flicker control list or the Angelic Renewal list? I like them both. Both are great. So this is either blue-black 1-drops or tribe, I'd assume. So we're going to go ahead and Colony Garden turn 1, setting up our turn 2 as we intended to. I guess getting a turn 1 play in there might have been useful if our opponent was on a Daze plan or something. Yeah, so it's a Delver deck. Okay. Sajiri Step and Skyline Cascade, pretty happy to just have naturally drawn them. Part of me wants to run out this Breeze Caller, but part of me also wants to be able to protect it with Sakura Tribe Scout. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to play Island, play around Daze, play Sakura Tribe Scout. Well, that's where I was at with this deck. You know, I was trying to fight against Burn, but we haven't seen Burn yet. Maybe we'll see him soon. Oh yeah, no more Burn. I thought that's what you meant. Burn is out, like there's Burn out here. Growth Spiral would actually be pretty okay here. So Growth Spiral would allow us to, after we picked up one of our lands, how much mana are we going to have access to? Man, thank you for the sub, Breadlord. You guys are nuts. This sub train is amazing. Thank you. So next turn, we're going to be able to Breeze Caller, and that's pretty much it. We're going to want to leave up Sajiri Step if they play any other color of mana. I don't want any other, so I don't want to tutor any more lands, so I am going to grab Growth Spiral here almost as a cycle and to kind of ramp us while we're in the early turns here. We might be able to catch our opponent off guard with a Skyline Cascade here as well. They flip on Preordain. Okay. Man, thank you so much. Yeah. That's really cool. I have no idea how Angelic Renewal works with Momentary Blink. Well, I think they're trying to set up the same kind of ability to, like draw 4 cards off Delver, or draw 4 cards off Muldrifter, what with its Evoke trigger on the stack. So you're down 2 cards in hand, up 2 cards in hand with Muldrifter's body on the battlefield. This mana base is kind of tilting me out. Yeah, we're not going to be able to play around Daze next turn either, which is a little awkward. So we'll have to see how this proceeds. Part of me kind of wants to, well, we have another Moonfolk now. So that kind of changes things. We are going to Skyline Cascade the Delver. Definitely want to do that. And then I'm going to run out Cloud Skater because Breeze Caller is so much better. We could have just left up Growth Spiral, but I kind of like this play a little bit better. If they choose to hard counter this, and then they put themselves in a position to Spell Stutter next turn, then I mean, joke's on me, but they let it go. Okay. We will pass. And we're going to Simic Growth Chamber, probably return Skyline Cascade because we don't have a line to do that next turn. You want Ticks replaced with Popcorn? You guys remember that song? That song's rad. We'll take one. We can race on that clock. Oh, Ninja. Oh, dear. I no longer agree I can race on that clock. Okay, so they're going to get to draw a card off of Ninja. Man, Ragnar NV! Guys, this is nuts. This is the most nuts subtrain I've ever had the pleasure of taking part of. So now we're going to have to lock down Ninja with our Cascade this turn. So things are going to get a little awkward. So we're going to put in Growth Chamber, pick up Cascade. I could have just protected it with Sajiri Step there, which might have been the right play. All right, so turn comes back to us. We are definitely going to want our Breeze Caller on board so that we can recur Skyline Cascade again. But that means we can't commit our Jotty Offshoot this turn. I don't really know if that matters because they have Spell Stutter in hand, so I probably don't even want to offshoot this turn. We'll Skyline Cascade first, targeting Ninja. And I'm going to have to start playing a little bit faster, and then we'll Breeze Caller. See if they have the hard counter for this. We can Cascade the Delver down this turn too. That's not a big issue. And I don't think Sajiri Step's going to be that integral to their plan. They're going to snap Scout. Okay, so let's do this now. So we will return Skyline Cascade, probably pitch Evolving Wilds. Crop Rotation's interesting, but I don't think it really does anything. And then we will go ahead and flash in maybe even Sajiri Step here. They're going to Daze. Okay, so we are actually going to lose our Moonfolk. But I think we're going to fizzle the Snap instead of freezing the Delver, because I don't want them to untap the 2 lands. So let's fizzle Snap. Definitely a little bit awkward. And we'll just I think we're going to attack. We won't be blocking here. 3/5 Vampire with Madness 3. Man, Madness is cool. I don't really know where the discussion about Popcorn turned into the Madness decks, but hey, I'm into it. Let's go. Llanowar Scout, that's welcome. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just do our Cascade nonsense. So we'll Cascade this. Crop Rotation just isn't a card anymore. We'll go ahead and try to get a loot off here. Picking up Skyline Cascade. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, New HJ. I appreciate that. We'll pitch Crop Rotation here, although it would be useful to fix our mana. And we'll go ahead and flashing Cascade now, so our opponent can't get up to any shenanigans. Lock down Delver. And try to run out our Llanowar Scout. And then attack for 1. Hard counter. Spell Stutter. This is 2 sprites. You got it. All right, so we'll pass. I don't think attacking here is correct. Would be nice to find some black mana to get this Vulturous Haven out and sack our plant token, but can't win them all. We are going to be able to lock down any of their attackers that matter for the perceivable future. Oh, do they have another ninja? Come on. F. Rip. All right, so now we're going to have to take beats from Delver. We might be on the back leg here, guys. We'd have to hit Adventuring Gear, like, now. I guess Trinket Mage Adventuring Gear would be fine, too. And there's another Delver. Okay. This deck's pretty good. Simic Growth Chamber. Okay. So we're going to start with Growth Spiral. Ugh. Right, they had one of those. I remember now. All right. You got it. And now we will get back our Skyline Cascade. And play Jotty Offshoot. Replay Skyline Cascade. Gain a life. Lock down Delver. And I guess past the turn, there isn't really anything we can do here. I guess we can go for a loot, but that doesn't really matter. So it's an hour earlier. This is kind of funny. I really didn't anticipate this effect. It's an hour earlier because we've run into daylight savings time here in Canada. So it is on time for me now. That's why I'll usually say Atlantic time, just so that people know. Opponent does not shuffle with their Ponder. Oh, it is absolutely a goofy deck. Hey man, we already got a game. I'm like on my high horse out here. So we'll go block and block, take 4. Down to 6. See if they have mutagenic growth. No, more ninjas. Just as bad. Alright, there's probably no universe where you can beat this many ninjas. There was a white version of this that was working on using Amulet Titan too much? A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Gurmag Angler is kind of our prime time. There was a Stonehorn Dignitary version of this deck that might have been a little bit better. But it wouldn't even be an out here, I don't think. They most likely capsize. Can capsize win us the game in any reasonable way? It can't. I guess we might as well loot, right? Nope. All right, so I don't want to show them Vulturous Haven. Drawing another card doesn't really do anything, and I can't think of any combination of cards that will win us the game here that are in our deck. We could play 2 Radiant Fountains to gain 6 life. We can go block, 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 take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, we're dead. We wouldn't be taking it because we can block with Cloud Skater, but yep. Except without the amulet and without the Titan. Exactly. Yeah, daylight savings time is incredibly strange. I agree. All right, so Delver matchup. We're going to bring in the Claws and be very careful about our own flyers. And that's pretty much what we've got for them. Like 1 deadweight would be okay, but it's not instant speed. So we're going to bring in the Claws. We're going to take out the Capsizes because it costs a little too much mana. And a couple of our 1-drops, like Crop Rotation is just a little too shady in this one too. Those are against your counterspell decks. You really don't want to see those. So actually, maybe we will keep in Capsize and a deadweight and go like that. We will play first. All right, again, kind of a slow hand, but a hand nonetheless. We got an offshoot to gain some incidental life. We got all of our mana. We got a preordain, so I am going to keep this. Deadweight is for Tireless Tribe specifically. So just having 1 copy, if you can stick a deadweight on a Tireless Tribe, then it can't get back up per se. So we're going to top the Secure Tribe Scout and hope our opponent doesn't have time to set up a fairy to counter it, although that would be doubtful. There's Trinket Mage. It could matter resolving, but we're just going to Growth Chamber, pass the turn. And next turn, we're going to try to cast a couple spells. We'll see what happens. Find the Llanowar Scout. That's interesting. So play a land to play around Daze. Expecting Spell Stutter Sprite here, but I don't really know why I'd want to play around it. So I have a redundant version of this effect, so this is what we're going to go for first. There's Sputter Sprite. English, guys. It's an incredible language. Do you have the days? No days. Opponent thoroughly F6'd. Oh, it's true. It's true. Don't disrespect the Deadweight. That's true. Oh god, is this Ninja? Am I gonna have to trade here? Yes. I think the answer is yes. I think we let them get away with this a couple too many times. They could have mutagenic growth here too. That sucks. Yeah, it was... it's a dead language. Opponent going to go pondering. God, I just opened the chat log, guys. That was dangerous. Can you imagine if my opponent was like trying to talk to me? Ooh. All right, we draw Evolving Wilds. So I think the play is still Lanimar Scout. Over Jotty Offshoot. They have Counterspell, okay. And I think we're going to Bazooka Bog, because that'll allow us to Jotty Offshoot next turn. And Trinket Mage with an Adventuring Gear on it is something to be respected, I'll tell you. So hopefully our opponent either taps out for a Ninja here. I mean, no, it still kind of sucks. Or, there's Augur. Okay, so that's pretty good. I like how low they've tapped. That's going to allow us to Jotty Offshoot, Trinket Mage, Evolving Wilds, and hopefully someday... Actually, no, I don't know. They have their Spellstarter Sprite mana, so now we want to bait the Sprite. Well, I'm going to Offshoot. And then attempt to Trinket Mage. They can't Spellstarter this. They can hard counter. See what they got. Gush. They snap Offshoot. Okay. So they're planning to Spellstarter Sprite this eventually. Oh, they could just hardcast Daze here, I guess. Well, let's see. We had no way to fight hardcast Daze. Yeah. Nope. And we'll go ahead and Colony Garden. Faster. I really do like Adventuring Gear, so I could be into that. And it's not really trying to be a landfall centric deck. And Deadweight isn't getting got by Dispel. There's Stormbound Geist. Okay, that doesn't really matter for us. Evolving Wilds. All right, try to resolve Jotty Offshoot. They let it go. We Evolving Wilds. Start gaining life. And then hopefully we can sneak through a couple of capsizes before the fairies get too nuts. But I think that's why our opponent's holding a hard counter here. Stormbound is going to allow them to Ninja. But at least they don't get that much extra value out of the Stormbound Geist coming back down. They're flooding out pretty well over here. Opponent's showing us what the lands deck is supposed to look like. We have Mortuary Mire to get back all of our stuff, so hopefully someday. You know what? Maybe I do try to capsize this. Because they're flooding out, they would have to have hard counter to punish us here. I think, okay, I'm going to let them get one hit in for the opportunity to potentially get this off the battlefield with buyback. We have an Adventuring Gear and a Sun-Scorched Desert. Because that's how we do it. All right, there's Stormbound Geist, and they tapped out pretty well. So the capsize is probably actually going to be targeted at the Geist. There's Scout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't cast Scout and capsize with buyback here. So we're going to hold on and hope they don't have Daze. And actually, I think we are just going to go ahead and do this now. So capsize with buyback on Stormbound Geist. They let it go. Guys, this is my deck, okay? Stop making fun of me. So I'm going to snap Offshoot. Okay. So we'll go get our forest. And actually, ironically, we'd prefer Offshoot to resolve over Sakura Tribe Scout here, I think, especially where we don't have a Moonfolk down. Spinning our wheels pretty hard here, though, gang. Definitely an awkward draw. I'm pretty big on the tribe doing nothing for 6 turns draw. I like that a lot. All right, so they draw. Yep. And what now? Stormbound Geist. Yep. With what I'm assuming is enough backup to counter whatever they want. There's the Sun-Scorched Desert. All right, so try Jotty Offshoot. See what happens. Nothing. Try Skirt Trap Scout. See what happens. That's going to eat a Spell Stunner. Yep. I guess I could just, like, do this. So no counter. We get a Scout. And Sunscorched Desert. Now we just need a Moonfolk to resolve. Is that so much to ask? Gut Shot, come on. Why is everybody bringing Gut Shot in against me? Why all so wise about the Gut Shots? 3 cards in our opponent's hand. They're going to get in for probably 4 for 3. Okay, yep. Block here. See if they found another ninja. It's another ninja. Yep. And Ninja Augur is probably going to do it. Well, I mean, I am the guy going into leagues with Pauper lands, so discourage that as much as you want. Gut Shot! Man, people get the tech against us tonight. I'm assuming we saw this snap. They get Counterspell. Okay. Oh, the Gut Shots tonight have been savagery. Okay, well, this is like a form of hope, I guess, kind of. But they have Counterspell in hand. Alright, I guess we'll pass. And take 1,000,000. And try to force them to use Counterspell on something that doesn't kill them. Yep. Take a Jillian. They draw 2. I just need to replay Desert 15 more times. Exactly. Sajiri Step. All right, we're dead. Or we're pretty much dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they have Counterspell in hand. So there's no point running out Oboro Breeze Scholar here. This classic anti-lands tech card. Yeah, classic. Big time classic. Opponent going to discard to hand size. On the turn, they're going to win. Do they even play their Delver here? Count to 9 before conceding. Take deep breaths. Yeah, discarding to hand size before they win is a power move. All right, they got us. All right, gang. Turboing out a Vulturous Haven. Don't mind if I do. We're going to keep. World Gorger fun? This definitely involves lands. I really wish they involve World Gorger Dragon and Valkut. And playing Commander at my kitchen table with my real life friends. That is my favorite part. All right, let's play Golden Garden and pass. See what they're on. He Was in the Water is usually on some cool stuff. They're going to go with Mountain on turn 1. So, as to not play into their Mountain too effectively, I think we're going to go, because we might want to Bojuka Bog next turn, so we're going to go like this and run out Llanowar Scout. Pass the turn. Maybe they just have a bunch of 2/2s. Could be anything. Boros Garrison. All right, so it's Boros Monarch, I believe. All right, so we're going to go Breeze Caller and Scout here. We are going to go Bojuka Bog, though, so we can't actually do that because we want a Vulturous Haven. This is kind of tough. We want to Haven next turn. So we'll go Breeze Caller here. And Bojuka Bog you. Last turn. Guys, I had the line. Whatever. I'm attacking with this Llanowar Scout. Or maybe I should ramp. No, I'm attacking. I'm attacking. That's why I didn't put Sunscorched Desert onto the battlefield. Well, get back in. What a better time. Like there's no better time than right now. What? This is wild. Okay. Cool. I'm into it. All right, so we're going to go ahead, go to combat, attack with Breeze Caller. And then Sunscorched Desert, ping you. And just run out the Vulturous Haven, get some more card advantage, get our clock moving. Potentially 5-color aggro. I'm into it. And there's our Karoo land to really start getting our lands nonsense going. So we'll pass here. There's another mountain. Let's see. They must have removal spells. I'm sure. Yeah, you don't play this deck without having a jillion removal spells. No way to generate mana here to save it, but that's okay. We can crop rotation for Mortuary Mire if we want to. Oof. Okay, let's see what this targets. They're definitely picking us apart. Vulturous Haven. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. And Sacred Cat. So maybe this is just Bully with a shadow creature. Maybe they have some enchantments and things like that. And we are going to, I don't know, yeah, we're Mortuary Miring back our creature for sure. So we're going to go Simic Growth Chamber. Get back, probably Bojuka Bog here. And then we want to Upkeep Stop. And we're going to go ahead and, I guess, crop rotation the island. And then probably Growth Spiral. We can't really do that. We can go like this. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll let go of Colony Garden. Maybe Colony Garden won't matter. Yeah. All right, so we'll crop rotation. Colony Garden. Get Mortuary Mire. Maybe we want to get Shijiri Step here. No, I think Mortuary Mire is going to matter more. Mortuary Mire, back Breeze Caller. And Growth Spiral. To Bojuka Bog your Firebolts. Draw for turn. It's Gurmangler. Well, I sure wish I had black mana now. Play Breeze Caller. And pass a turn. With a blocker back for Sacred Cat. So I'm assuming they must have just infinite removal for these Breeze Callers. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I think it's possible. And we can start capsizing this if that becomes an issue. They're going to Battle Screech. Okay, well, we can deal with that. That's not a huge deal. I mean, it sucks. It's a lot of flyers to deal with, but we can deal with them eventually. All right, turn comes back to us. We draw Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can kind of ramp a little bit here. So we're going to go ahead and tap like this. Untap. And bounce. Play this. Ping you. And then do this. Untap this. I don't know if we want to do that, actually. All right, thank you very much for that sub, Arc Lee. You guys are amazing tonight. Thank you. I don't know if we want to start capsizing yet or not. I think we may have to. Maybe just running out Angler is enough. They might have another. This is all very difficult to decide on. We have one more mana. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. So we can't capsize with buyback if we Angler. But I think we run out Angler this turn and just kind of take our beats for a turn. And hope our opponent can't kill us that way. So run out Angler. I wish. I feel like that's just like so dicey though. And then I think we're just going to pass so that we can instant speed a Mortuary Mire or a Bojuka Bog if we have to. And we can't block that shadow creature, by God. All right, opponent goes to attacks. And 1, 2, so that's 8. All right, or 6. That's 6. And what do we see here? 3 cards in hand. Palace Sentinels. Okay. Sure. All right, so we're going to burn them. Pick this up. Oh, yeah. 56 card decks are tight. Scorch you. And we kind of need some life gain here. All right, turn comes back. We draw. Radiant Fountain. That's a good draw. All right, so let's Radiant Fountain to gain some life. Go to combat. Swing with these two. They're going to block Angler, take one. Wonderful. We become the Monarch. Now we can't really get rid of these birds. I guess we can get rid of a couple at a time, but I almost think it's more valuable to just... Well, no, we might as well. All right, so untap this. Untap this. Bounce this. Replay this. Or actually, oof. All right, that was sketchy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So capsize with buyback on a bird. And pass the turn. Draw a card. Is Jotty Offshoot. Don't mind a little more life gain. So priority next turn, gain a jillion life. Metamorphose is 4 ticks. You get Scout down. Yeah, I probably should get Scout down. And it was just miscounting mana last turn. Just trying to play a little bit faster because he was in the water plays really fast and these matches are going to be long. They might have a route to victory this turn. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. So I'm going to get in with everything. Okay. So we're going to go blocks. Block like this. Oh, is this rally? Okay, so that's, I think that's just lethal. 4, so that's 9, 13. Yeah, so we can only gain 2 here, I think. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can do. Just gain 2. Yeah, we're dead. Well, I mean, you know, I could be your one. I could be your one. All right, so this is definitely going to be a Claws of Wirewood matchup. Like I said, we got to respect our own creatures and take care of them. I think the 1 Nihil Spellbomb should be enough to combat the Battle Screeches. I think Capsizes are actually like way too slow. I definitely don't want those. Although they are on Karoo lands. Maybe they're pretty okay. And we might be able to win just by grinding them out. We might not need like adventuring gear or something like that. Crop rotation is good in this matchup. The Vulturous Avens are probably okay too. I like Scout. Maybe I think I'm going to take out Cloud Skater and a Growth Spiral and do it like that. You just want them to not ghost. They're definitely not ghosting. They're 100% in for the jank in all of its glory. All right, well, we got an eventual Brainstorm Shuffle. That seems strong enough for a keep to me. So I'm going to keep. A slow hand, but we've got the Graveyard Hate in hand. We've got tutoring for whatever land we need, be it life gain, protection. And we just have to draw into our combo pieces with our card filtering here. Seems fine. And I think we're actually... I'd really like to just run out Evolving Wilds, get a blue source, and then shuffle with Forest next turn. I think I might actually do that. So I'm going to run out Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. Always wear protection. We'll go get Island. Turn comes back. Scout. That does kind of change things. All right, so we're going to Scout here. And still probably have a stop on our upkeep for this Brainstorm. Or for this Crop Rotation. Sacred Cat, yep. And Burn Spell? Yeah. No way we can protect it there. So we'll Brainstorm. What don't we need? This Bajuka Bog's nice right now. Sunscorched Desert doesn't really do anything. I'm not huge on Expedition Map. We can Crop Rotation out our Swamp. I'm not huge on that, but I do like this Vulturous Haven. We don't have any creature to sacrifice to it. Yeah, maybe Vulturous Haven isn't going to happen here. So I guess we can Crop Rotation out. This is all very difficult. Okay, so I'm going to put them back like this. We're going to crop rotation out Colony Garden, and then we're going to play Bazooka Bog, and then we'll Growth Spiral in, Growth Chamber at end of turn, and then cast Vulturous Haven, sacking the token. So hopefully that all works out like we want it to. So crop rotation on upkeep. Get Colony Garden. This is basically vintage. And then run out Bazooka Bog. Maybe we'll draw a Preordain to get like real rewarded. We don't. All right, so run out Bog. Claws of Wirewood is good though. I do like that here. Pass the turn. Sunscorched Desert doesn't really do anything. ANP 2019. There you go, guys. You got your quote. You got your quote. Moonfolk Tribal. Here comes that white ninja nobody knows about. And Seeker. That's not good. Definitely wish I had my Skyline Cascade on me right now. Another Evolving Wilds. All right, so we can't cast our Aven this turn. So let's Growth Spiral. And we'll Growth Chamber back the island. Replay the island and Preordain. Cascade, there it is. I kind of want both of these lands, but there's no way to recur Radiant Fountain, so it doesn't really do anything. So we'll bottom that, put Cascade into our hand, and pass the turn. Next turn, planning to, at the very least, lock down Seeker of the Way once. Claws of Wirewood is a hot card, I agree. They're going to Looting, yep. Got to play a lot faster. See, like, even in the games you're up, like, you have to play at lightning speed. You're just going to lose. This is going to be one of those weeks where it's like, didn't go super well, but I'm glad I did it. Brainstorm and Crop Rotation? Pretty sexy. I don't think that was included last time, and I definitely appreciate the synergy now. Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave Plant Boy home to be sacrificed next turn. And they're passing. Okay. So now we need a Moonfolk. We're going to lock down Seeker. I know that's happening. Let's do that before we get too wise about what might happen. I'm going to let myself have enough mana to potentially get a Scout here. Found a Scout. Play Scout. Pass the turn. So now we got to find a way to pick up Skyline Cascade. All right, let's see what happens. Attacks with Sacred Cat. All right, well, we will block here. Sensing a Firebolt in my future. Another Bazooka Bog would be nice. Yep. Seeker gets pumped. Aven goes down. And Squadron Hawk. Okay. So they went from one card in hand to several. We're going to have to time this this clause pretty carefully. And gain a Jillion life. And block Seeker of the Way forever. Got a lot going on here. Angler, okay. Well, that's a start. So we'll Angler. We'll try not to get rid of too many of our critical creatures. I don't think we have to get rid of any. So Angler. Like that. And play Giadi Offshoot. Evolving Wilds. And we'll leave up Crop Rotation. Especially where we have Sakura Tribe Scout, we can instant speed any of the lands we have on the battlefield. If we have to. Ooh, actually, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Crop Rotation. Yeah, I'm gonna sack this for green. Gain a life. Crop Rotation the forest for a Karoo land. Karoo back Skyline Cascade. And then replay Skyline Cascade on Seeker. The lock has been established. And definitely don't want to cycle claws here. Oh yeah, Squawk is fun. Squawk is definitely fun. 2 mana is going to Journey or Angler. Okay. Nothing we can do about that, except potentially find another one. Oh, it's synergy. Does feel good, man. and Embalm Sacred Cat. Which doesn't have a ton of utility now, but if they do deal with our Jotty Offshoot, it will. Found Scout. All right, play Scout. It's a blocker. Pass the turn. Yeah, if we get Sejiri Step and Moonfolk, we are in good shape. So I am going to threaten the block with Llanowar Scout on Seeker of the Way. I guess it's not much of a threat, but it is a block nonetheless. They shouldn't be able to flash back that Firebolt. And there's Squawk. Okay. So the only way this can be a massive blowout is if one of the cards in their hand is Lightning Bolts, I guess. Gonna flashback Battle Screech. All right, so they already have their... Oh, man. Wish I could get that back with the Moonfolk. They already have enough prowess triggers to attack through. So at this point, I think we still just take 3. We're okay. And pass. What do we draw? Evolving Wilds. Well, it does gain us a little bit of life, I guess. Play Evolving Wilds. And pass the turn. Make some sketchy blocks next turn. Or actually, I think it's time. I think it's time to claw. So we're going to subject He Was in the Water to the claw. And pass. They will get full value out of their other Squadron Hawks. We really do have to find Moonfolk and win another game somehow in 12 minutes. If we even manage to win this game somehow. I feel like them just sandbagging Journey to Nowheres for Gurmag Anglers could do it. But you're really playing to the Adventuring Gear line. Like eventually getting an Adventuring Gear and winning that way. And Squawk. Squawk, squawk, squawk. Yep. Any reach? No. It would be nice if this had reach, though. So no good attacks for them, which are good attacks for us. Get another forest, gain some life. Turn comes back. We draw Breeze Caller. Okay. To start, it is going to allow us to lock their stuff down. We can't really defend this. Thank you very much for the bits, MT Mentnat. Cool. Fallout fan in the chat. I appreciate that, man. Fallout's cool. And we're going to gain some life off our Jotty Offshoot now, which is nice. So the shenanigans have begun, but I'm not 100% sure it's going to save us. 5 mana. Firebolt's Breeze Caller. Should have thought. Okay, so we're going to untap this, bounce this, replay it. And target Seeker. Or actually, yeah, target Seeker. And same idea. Do it one more time. Bounce this. And replay this. Target Squad Hawk. And unfortunately lose our Breeze Caller. Gain a bit of life in the process, though. A little bit. There's a rally in the bin, too. There might have been a play there where I was supposed to bounce Bojuka Bog, because we might be dead now. There's Scout, which doesn't do it. Let's play Scout. Pass the turn. Really needed that Moonfolk to stick around. Maybe Sejiri Step is more important than I'm giving it credit for. Maybe going and getting Colony Garden just to grab 2 cards early in the game was kind of a mistake. I've done it, gang. I've built a deck so deep that I have no idea what the frig to do with it. Standard Bearer, the ultimate Skyline Cascade foil. And Capsize foil, honestly. Because it costs 6 mana. Claws of Wirewood. Well, that is going to take care of their Squadron Hawks, but it's not going to make our next turn that much better. So we are going to Claws. Try to claw our way back into this thing. They might have Prismatic Strands here. And then we are definitely just dead. And then down to 5. All right. We'll pass. I mean, it would be pretty sweet if we managed to draw a Moonfolk here, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And I certainly don't think we'll be able to win on this board state. There goes Faithless Looting. They get 2 fresh cards in hand and Rally the Peasants on tap that they could just shock kill us with. So we have to block everything. So go to blocks, block like this, block like this, block like this. And rallies. So gain a ton of life. And we're left with a meager Sakura Tribe Scout and Hope. Brainstorm, that could give us a Moonfolk. Because there's a Growth Spiral. That sucks. Because Mortuary Mire's here too. Let me try to think about this for a second. So you draw the card first. So we can't just Growth Spiral. Yeah, we don't get to draw another card about it. We can't put a card on top of it with Mortuary Mire. We won't draw it. I think we're just dead. I guess we can chump next turn, so we're not all the way dead. Yeah, and then we'll upkeep Growth Spiral, get back a Moonfolk. Okay. Let's go like this. Pass a turn. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I totally agree with that. That was one of your comments on the YouTube video, and I'm 100% with that one. Good old losing to time. Opponent at 37. We're also down on the deck war. So we lose to Rally here if we don't block. What card would we want to trigger twice? Colony Garden? I'm not going to block. And Palace Sentinels, yikes. Okay. That is a way for them to find the flyers we're afraid of. They draw an extra card. Turn comes back to us. We're going to Growth Spiral. Draw Mortuary Mire. Play Mortuary Mire. Get back Breeze Caller. Draw Breeze Caller. Play Breeze Caller. We're at 3. None of our creatures can block effectively, so we have to do the whole Colony Garden thing. Play Colony Garden. Make a token. Be just the most annoying deck on the planet. Pass turn. It definitely could be a nice late game draw engine. I totally agree. Especially if we're in a position like this. We can't get back Claws of Wirewood, so they're going to flashback Faithless Looting. Yep. They could just hit Rally the Peasants and win here. Luma Threadfield. Okay. Sure. And does Journey kill us? No, right? We're at 3. Seeker. Ugh, that might as well. Okay. They're going to go to attacks. Swing with all. Yep. We've got just a jillion bad blocks to make. Play Colony Garden. Make another token. Go to blocks. So we have to block like, I guess it doesn't really matter. Block like this, block like this, block like this. Take 1, down to 2. Turn comes back. Oh, God. Sunscorched Desert, and that's it. Dang! We've got our mana. We got a Sajiri Step. We got a Scout. We have a Crop Rotation to go find what we need. And a Simic Growth Chamber to recur what we need. So I'm actually going to keep this. It's not too bad. We have Trinket Mage to go find our Adventuring Gear too. So let's try to go on that path. Are we finally going to fight Burn? Curdape. Okay. Growth Chamber. All right. Play Island. Pass the turn. Is this Cascade Aggro? My goodness. Exactly, ironic gentlemen. This is a glacially slow way to play the game. Right? Like, if they can stick, they really bring a lot of value to the deck. I think this might be Cascade Aggro. I'm into it. Explorer Scope would be really cool, especially if we had some way to like stack the top of our deck. There's Cloud Skater. So what does next turn look like? Next turn, I probably want to go Cloud Skater Scout. They're kind of telegraphing Lightning Bolt here, though. And we can't crop rotation into Sajiri Step without shuffling in with a Brainstorm or something. And I don't... So I could wait until I can Growth Spiral Cloud Skater, Growth Spiral Scout in the same turn, but we don't have access to 2 green mana yet. This is all well and awkward. So I think I'm going to do this. And my inclination is to actually pitch the other Growth Chamber. Because I want untap land next turn to cast these 2 creatures. Yeah. All right. So we'll do it like that. I think I'm going to discard the other Growth Chamber. Ooh, plus Brainstorm. Put more Brainstorms in there. That's awesome, Night Eye 88. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy watching it. The guy playing Brainstorm. This is Cascade Aggro. Okay, we really got to get the Lifegain engine going here, guys. Yeah, Cascade Aggro is a sweet deck to play and to play against. Okay, so I think the play here is... Oh my god, it sucks that we can't crop rotation into protection for this. I think we just got to play out both of our creatures. And then potentially crop rotation into a way to get whichever one dies back on our upkeep. The lands in Pauper is exactly what I say. We're trying it, man. We're going to see what happens. I love the thought of this archetype existing. Hopefully someday I can make it work. Jund Hackblade. Okay. So our opponent now attacking for a Jillion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So half of our life total. But next turn we can start gaining a lot of life. We can gain 8 life next turn, I think. They're going to pass. Okay. We draw Preordain. We need 2 mana just to bounce. Yeah, so we can Brainstorm first. So let's Brainstorm. Probably don't need this Aqueduct. I would really like a Llanowar Scout here. For a lot of reasons. So let's go like this, and go like this. Then crop rotation. Island. For Radiant Fountain. Gain a bit of life. Then we haven't made our land drop, so we will bounce Radiant Fountain. Draw and discard. There's Adventuring Gear. That's kind of spicy. So let's discard Vulturous Haven. We need all the life we can get. Replay Radiant Fountain. Play Adventuring Gear. And pass the turn. We'll use Sajiri Step to turn Sword Tommy Cloudskater into a one-time kind of fog blocker. And then next turn will probably be Llanowar Scout, Adventuring Gear. Mudbrawler Cohort, you got it. It's a lot of damage, guys. We're taking a lot of damage. So attacks from our opponent. Go to blocks, block like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not a great life total to be at. I'd really like a Jotty Offshoot here. Play Step, trigger Adventuring Gear, Sajiri Step, this creature. Give it Pro Red. Down to 5. Oh god, I don't think we're going to make it. Turn comes back. Aqueduct. Alright, so equip up adventuring gear. What's up, Hardcore MTG? I really wish I had the, I really wish I had the creature that untaps lands here, because we could go kind of crazy with our Radiant Fountains that way. Get back Radiant Fountain. And then we can instant speed Sajiri Step on their turn if we want, to create another good blocker. We're at 5. How do we not die here? We'd have to block next turn and take 4 down to 1. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, play Trinket Mage. We will use its ability to get, I guess, Expedition Map for Skyline Cascade. And pass the turn. So if we block like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're dead. Our only route there was going to 1. Okay, so we're up against a hyper-aggressive deck. We will get our Hydro Blasts and our Chainer's Edicts. So we can kind of, I don't know if we want to bring in Chainer's Edict, though. So we'll get our Hydro Blast. We're going to take out our Capsizes. We're going to take out our, what's too slow? Adventuring Expedition Gear is probably almost too slow. Avens probably aren't that great, though. So I'm going to take out the Avens. We'll do it like that. Oh, I love Grazing Gladeheart. That's like one of my favorite ever cards. All right, so let's see if 4 Hydro Blasts help us at all. Brainstorm Shuffle, got a Cloud Skater. Still not really doing it for me. I kind of want at least a blocker. This hand is so bad. But it has a Hydro Blast. Oh, we just have to find a Karoo land. I'm not in this match like this. Ugh. Okay, bottom that. Come on, Karoo land. We'll go Bajuka Bog first, just in case we have to discard a hand size. Pass the turn. The first hand was a lot more keepable than this. And maybe holding on a map there would have been correct. Karoo land. Come on, Simic Growth Chamber. Cloud Skater. Not what we're looking for. Pass the turn. Oh man, this better not be a non-game. We got a Wicked Blocker, Hydroblast, and a Gearmag Angler. Yep, Hasty Creature. Opponent getting in for 4. Yeah, I like Adventuring Gear a lot. So I left out Adventuring Gear last time. I think that's going to be a critical piece of any lands deck you decide to play. Well, it's a start. So how do we want to play this? Probably go get green mana to get a 1/3 blocker down, as unexciting as that is, and then we can crop rotation later. I think that's what we'll do. Crop rotation for a Karoo land, and that'll let us bounce and then replay the land with Scout. I love Cascade Aggro, though. Got a real special place in my heart for this one. All right, there's Hackblades. We'll go get our green. And pass. They're playing Cascade Aggro. So if you check out my YouTube channel, there's a video on Cascade Aggro on there. We went 5-0 with it. It was sweet. It was a lot of fun. We're down to 9 already. Missing land drops is not a good time. All right, so we're going to play our 1/3 blocker here and then crop rotation on our upkeep. But then are we just dead? So if we block there, take 5, down to 4. Crop rotation doesn't allow us to play Angler next turn. I think we got to do it, though. So play Llanowar Scout. I don't see any other way to do it. Yeah, I do not mind losing to this deck. There's going to be a deck to lose to. This is the one. It's taking 5 down to 4. Okay, taking 7. Dead to a bolt. Ah, dang. Are we just dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. GG's Cascade Aggro. That was fast. All right. Well, guys, let's not live the 05 dream tonight. All right. All right, guys. Tactical Terry saving the day on round 5. Our round 5 opponent timed out. So we're going to play against Tactical Terry and see how it goes. We got a pretty interesting start here. I think I'm going to keep this. We got a Brainstorm Shuffle coming up eventually. So I'm going to hold on to this. We get turn 1 Scout and everything for the ramp. All right, let's do it. I don't think anyone is active in the Peasant community anymore, but I'm not keeping an eye on it. It's a cool format, though. It's like, aren't you limited to the number of uncommons you can play? Is that the idea? Pauper Canlander. Man, I want to play Canadian Highlander so bad. So bad. I'm telling you. Canadian Highlander just like feels like the truth to me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lead on Evolving Wilds. We'll Skyline Cascade on their turn just in case that matters. We have 2 Brainstorms, though. Maybe we just Skyline Cascade here and pass. And that way we can Brainstorm on upkeep, flash in Evolving Wilds to shuffle. Maybe we flash in Evolving Wilds on end step for Island, and then... Yeah, I think we do that. Yeah. I don't think you're obligated to wear plaid, but I do think there are some proponents of plaid wearing Canlander. I think that some people may give bonus points. Some people may feel like it's a more atmospheric experience. You know, kind of like how you might enjoy a certain type of spirit differently if you're in an environment that lends itself to that. You know. All right, so we're going to start with the ramping, just in case we hit our cap size early. So we'll Bazooka Bog here. Bog you is the only viable uniform for Canlander. What do we draw? We want to go through our draw step before we Brainstorm. Breeze Caller, that's cool. Okay, so Brainstorm, we'll see if we want to get rid of the shuffle effect. I think keeping a Brainstorm shuffle is pretty good. I like Jotty Offshoot here, so let's take care of... I like Jotty Offshoot. So let's put back Growth Spiral, Mortuary Mire, play Offshoot, play Evolving Wilds, pass the turn. And we'll go get another blue source here because we got Breeze Caller in hand. We'd really like a Karoo land. That's what we're really looking for. You want to format? Those Brainstorms looked great. Yeah, Brainstorm's the truth in this deck. I really shouldn't have let that go through before I sack this Evolving Wilds. So we're down 1 land. Or down 1 life. If we lose this game by 1 life, that's my bad. Yeah, pre-release. Limited. You're totally right. No, good call, Knight I-88. Just play limited. I guess net decking can exist in those formats because people still get advice otherwise. But it's close. It's probably about as close as you can get. And one of the reasons I really enjoyed limited. Now, because of like time constraints and things like that, Commander happens to be like my second favorite format. I guess you don't really have to pick what your first and second favorite things are. Like this isn't elementary school. So I want Crop Rotation to get a Karoo land, and I can also use it to shuffle this Brainstorm. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna put this back, and I'm gonna put this back. I like this Scout as well, but this turn's gonna be Crop Rotation. Oh, and then we can Secure Tribe Scout in the other... Yeah, okay. All right, so we're going to go like this. We're going to Crop Rotation... Ooh, Island, I guess? Crop Rotation the Island. Get a Simic Growth Chamber. Do you have black mana? Yes. So get Simic Growth Chamber. Bounce the Forest, replay the Forest, play our Scout, play our Breeze Caller, and pass turn. Attack for 1. Yeah, so Karoo land and Breeze Caller is just such a wicked combo. I guess the Jury Step would be sweet, but I feel like Terry's on a bunch of edicts, so maybe Colony Garden was actually the get there. Let's see. Edict. Okay, so we'll lose a Scout. Unfortunately, glad to have another one. Hopefully we'll hit one of our other 6 land tutors. That's a really good point, Drifty Boy. We did have this talk. Oh, one-off Commander stream? I think I would really enjoy playing Commander with you guys. Maybe I should like get some Commander players together in our community and just do that. That could be fun. Another Evolving Wilds doesn't really help. So we're going to Preordain. Well, looping a Sunscorched Desert does eventually end the game. But I'm going to bottom it for now. We're going to top Preordain. Have another look. Colony Garden is good here. So we want Colony Garden. I actually want Colony Garden and Capsize. I want Colony Garden now. So we'll put Capsize on top. And then Colony Garden. Draw Colony Garden. Play Colony Garden. Gonna make a few tokens. Untap this. Return this. And I guess just pass. Just in case we have to Bojuka Bog for some reason. Get him for 1. Is usually all about how good you build decks. Yeah, so pre-release, like, that's what I mean. Like, in some ways, it is a net decking format, like, just in the sense that people will get advice, right? I would love a Sajiri step right here. Have cheap infinite fun. Cube would be sweet, man. I wish I had a cube together. I think it's all about having that person who's going to cultivate the cube community for you, too, you know? Some more scouts would be rad here. For sure. Gotta play a little bit faster. There you go. I forget who it was that said they like when I say I gotta play a little bit faster. There's an edict. Okay. So we'll lose a plant. End step comes around. We'll make another plant. And yeah, we'll just pass. What do we draw? Come on, good stuff. Right, Capsize. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So we can't really do any shenanigans with Breeze Caller this turn, so I'll just attack with it. We're just going to Capsize. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Capsize the Karoo. Play Evolving Wilds. Go to combat, swing a Breeze Caller. Yeah, Bog Eating 3 Edicts will be pretty rad when we eventually arrive at that. But I feel like we're in an okay position if we can keep them off creatures while we kind of like make chump blockers out of plants and edict fodder out of plants and keep them off black mana in the meantime. Granted, we don't have enough mana to actually do that, so that's awkward. Their bodies form the staircase to victory. Our little buddies taking them for the team. Shouts out to Terry for bringing the jank tonight and not just stomping all over our faces. All right, end step comes around. We're going to go find our island. We don't have our island anymore. Okay, I guess we'll get our swamp. There is a universe where we need 2 black mana in a turn. Turn comes back. What do we draw? Expedition map. That's interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can get one of these in. Untap this, bounce this. And untap this. Bounce this. Go this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Capsize your Karoo land. Play Expedition map. Go to combat. Swing for 1. There are a few. Capsize plus mana to cast it. The impetus is on them to get it over with. You can just do the same thing every turn and grind them out. I hope so. They're still getting us with the on the attacks. They're going to be hitting us for 1 every turn. They didn't make their land drop, so I'm going to leave 1 plant around so that we don't lose our engine. I think we actually probably just want life gain over plants in some universe. We wouldn't mind continuing to hit land drops either. Jotty Offshoot, that's wonderful. So we'll play Jotty Offshoot. Same idea. So taps like this, untap this. Bounce this. Yes. Gain some life. Make a plant. And have we played our land this turn? Nope. Okay, so tap this, untap this. Bounce this. Oh my god, I'm going to time out making plants. And bounce a plains, I guess. Maybe we should just get a land here. No, we'll bounce plains. Bounce plains. Go to combat. Swing a Breeze Scholar. Pass the turn. To see new legends for Commander, and you're excited to look at common cards. I know, it's funny, right? Gatekeeper Vine isn't awful. It's definitely a decent way to fix your mana. Oh man, they've completely invalidated our our strategy with bouncing their land. Now they gain too much life off of it. All right, so we'll block like this. We can gain 2 off of our Jotty Offshoot. Turn comes back. We need Trinket Mage Adventuring Gear. Oh yeah, Modern Horizons, I'm really hoping something crazy comes out of it. I would really, really love that. Downshifts plus new juicy commons. Man, our clock just increased. All right, so untap this. Bounce this. Replay this. Make a token. Gain some life. Tap this. Untap this. Bounce this. Replay this. Gain some life. Make a token. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we can still only capsize. I think we're gonna take a turn off capsizing. We're gonna sack Expedition Map. We'll let them have black mana for 1 turn and hope it isn't too tumultuous. What do we want here? We have a scout and an offshoot in the graveyard. So Mortuary Mire could be cool, but we don't have any way to loot into it. We might just want Sajiri Step or Sunscorched Desert to start dealing damage. I think I'm going to take Sajiri Step now, just in case. And then we'll play Breeze Caller. And pass turn. Attacking for 1. Well, we got 2 copies, technically. We've got Trinket Mage in here somewhere. We are now thoroughly insulated against the Edicts, and we can deal 2 damage each turn. They could just slam Black Source and Evankar's Justice, which is a little scary. So keeping it off black every turn is actually kind of relevant. All right, they attack. Yep. I wonder if they have main deck Shrivel. Go to blocks, block like this. Keep the plants around for Edicts. Go to 14. See what this is all about. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. All right, they're just going to pass. You got it. We draw. Vulturous Aven. That's an awesome draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will Vulturous Aven. Sack a plant. Multiple Obora Breeze Callers is a little bit of a bummer. What is going on here? Is this memory lapse? Do not lapse me. Okay, Cycle on Earth. Okay. So now we want to make sure we play around Evankar's Justice effectively enough. Oh, there's Grandfather and a Sunscorched Desert to really get the pinging going. Let's go like this. Gain a life. Play Grandfather. Leave our creatures. Do the nonsense. Actually no. We just want to be able to Sajiri Step instant speed just in case they do have a way to interact with us. So go like this, go like this, go like this. Just in case they have the Edict. For attacking creatures. They take 3. Oh, Terry. Jank Wars. Jank Warriors. Net decks in disguise. Just came from the Discord. Is there a link to the deck? I got you right here, Brighter View. Sorry, I was trying to focus a little bit. Oh, they bog us? Okay. No worries. Ooh, fetches? Oh yeah, I remember standard with fetches. Never mind. That was the other time. That was the Zendikar fetches in standard time. I attacked with this. Now I can't protect these. Target opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Okay, sure. This might be the drain deck they were talking about. right, they're just going to pass. Yep. Turn comes back. Even Cards Justice would be like such a beating here. So we're going to combat. We're only going to attack with our flyers and our angler. So pretty much everything. We're going to hold on to our extra land drop this time. We've got our capsize mana up. So it might be time to just snap off getting that Scoured Barrens off the battlefield. So they can't have Encourage Justice. Hopefully the Bamboozle is effective. Still 2 mana up to bounce a land and replay it if we want to. The Maverick Girl, life has been good. Life has been good. We're janking out Terry here tonight. We got 1 win off of Tireless Tribe in our first game of the evening. So I liked that a lot. That was sweet and fun and a lot of things. Oh no. Are we going to get justiced? What do we protect? Or do we? This doesn't die, so I think I hold on to it. All right, so go to blocks. We will block like this. Take 2. I think we have a better board state post Even Cards Justice, so I'm not super worried. And I think 1 Breeze Caller is probably better. All right, so I think I'm going to bounce Jukabog here. Try to nuke the graveyard. Shields are about to go down. Guess Verdict. Okay. Yep. Untap the land. Place a Jury Step. Get it out there. Gain some life. That was supposed to be Jukabog. Whatever. Bro white. They concede. Okay. Hello out there in YouTube land. Thank you so much for sticking around for the entire league. Our opponents had connection issues for those last 2 matches, so I'm sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the gameplay. Again, thank you so much for sticking all the way through it. Lands is a tough deck to play. There were times where I feel like I had so many decision points that I could actually make amazing, sweet, strong plays, but I think I might have just played too quickly or not thought it through. There was that interesting play with the Colony Garden over Sajiri Step early in an interactive matchup. Maybe that's just the play you have to make. It's going to be kind of disheartening to play a deck that does so badly so many times to test it, but who knows, maybe just a few changes would get better. Play 3 or 4 matches with it, find out those sideboard slots, and just really give it a go. I love this archetype. I love the Breeze Callers and the Cloud Skaters and the Scouts. I hope there's some way that I can make this archetype work. Unfortunately, tonight I couldn't, but it was still really fun to play it anyway. Again, thank you for sticking around the entire time out there on YouTube and here on Twitch. Thank you guys so very much. It's been a blast. Have a good night.